guys. Welcome to a little bit of an overdue vlog post. I'm really sorry that I've put this off for like 4 or 5 days. I keep trying to make vlogs and then I just feel like I'm not really talking about what I wanted to talk about, and I find it really difficult to film stuff whilst my boyfriend's here, which is not anything to do with him. It's just because it's really weird knowing that he's listening to me talk to myself essentially. But he's not home yet, so yay. Yeah, so by popular demand, I am going to talk about loan visiting today. So if you don't know what loan visiting is, it is that if you work within the district nursing service or in any other services which go out into people's homes, you tend to work alone. There's lots of policies that go into this in terms of safety. For example, my team, we have like a WhatsApp group in which we can tell each other like, oh, okay, I'm home now, or I'm just at someone's house, I'll be back soon, so that we can all keep in contact and it doesn't matter who's on duty because at least someone's always getting it. So that's one of the ways that we stay safe. And obviously you have to think about the fact that you are a lone worker with everything you do. So, for example, like, you don't think about this actively, it's just kind of in your head. But like, if I'm going into a patient's house, I've been told to always close the door behind me, because then you know that you've closed it, it's not locked, because if you're locked in, then that's a bit of a worry. Anyway, let's not get on sad stuff. So loan visiting is really, really, really interesting as a nurse, especially as someone who's newly qualified, because obviously you're not really expected to be completely by yourself when you're newly qualified. You know, when you're on the ward, you have some supernumerary time as you're doing community, and then you're constantly surrounded by a team of clinicians who are able to help you. So if you're on the ward and you have a patient who's on this medication that you've never heard of before, you can go up to someone and be like, I don't know how to give this. But if you're in community, you read it on the authorization slip, if you have one, in which if you don't, then you don't give it. You read it on the authorization and then you go, I don't know how to do this. What do you do? And I think it's those moments which people worry about. I've had a lot of people actually ask me, like, how can you go into community if you're a lone worker and you're newly qualified? Well, I'll let you into a little secret. If you feel so uncomfortable about the idea of loan visiting, community probably isn't for you right now. I think it's as simple as that. Like, if you don't feel comfortable making those decisions, however small they may be, then you probably just need to go into community in a later date if that's what you want to do. And what I mean in this is that, like, when I've been going out by myself for about 2 weeks, yeah, I think just over 2 weeks now, and I'd never done it before because I didn't know how to drive, and it didn't worry me because I really enjoyed being in other people's houses, and I felt like even though there might be some situations where I don't know what to do, I would still know that I'd be able to do something. So like the other day, I was going in to see someone and I didn't really know what to put on their legs because they hadn't been assessed for such a long time, and I had just by chance, popped in to do something else. And so I just put what I thought was right and that I knew wouldn't harm the patient, and then I fed it back to the team, and then we made a plan from there. So it's about making the most sensible clinical decision at that time within your competence. I'm not going out there and setting out syringe drivers by myself. Like, it's baby steps, as with everything. But yeah, I think if you are a student or you're newly qualified and you don't feel you could do that, then I'd recommend getting that bit of experience in a more structured environment like a ward, because, I think if you want to do it, then you just know. I never at any point have I been like, I can't do this. It's more of a, oh my God, can I do this? Which I think is a very different thing. I hope you get what I mean. If you are looking to go into community, I would really recommend getting an answer down for how you would cope with being a lone worker, because I had 2 interviews for that and for community nursing positions, and both times they were really, really interested to hear that I knew what lone working was, I knew how to deal with it in a generalised way, because obviously each trust has a different policy, and that it didn't worry me. And I think that's a really, really big thing. So yeah, lone visiting is really interesting. It is a very different way of working. I've started to go a little bit stir crazy when I'm by myself in the car. I have been taking a student training nursing associate with me, and that's been really good. So yeah, I'm going to finish for today. I feel like I've covered some stuff. I'm going to do my next vlog on technology, because I'm getting my tablet tomorrow, which is really exciting, because I'm going to be doing agile working, which I'm going to go over. And I've just done some IT training today, so yeah, I will hopefully try and post that by the end of the week, because I'm really behind. But please ask me any lone visiting questions.